first game with FC Tampa Bay, and your thoughts on the first one here.
It was great, man. I mean, the supporters are awesome. Like, I didn't expect that playing in Rochester we had decent supporters, but hey, these guys bring it in, and it was a great atmosphere. And I think the boys played great tonight. I think we had a lot of opportunities. We just couldn't put one in the first half, and they had one good shot, and it went in, and that's what happens. So we just got to know from the start we got to put some goals in the beginning.
Right. Talk about a little bit the first half. Obviously, you had most of the starters in the first half. You kept them, shut them out in the first half. Just talk about what you felt like on a defensive performance in the first half.
I think defensively everybody did great. Everybody was talking, everybody was working, and we were keeping the ball and possession of the ball. So they were chasing around, and we had a lot of opportunities, and I thought we did very well in the first half. It was unlucky that we didn't get a goal in there.
Right. And last thing, just talk about some things you think important to work on as you head into next week's game.
Next week's game against the Swedish First Division team, I think we got to finish in front of the net, and I think we still got to keep on talking, keep on moving the ball, and creating opportunities and creating chances. But it's our first week, and I think we're going to get guys coming in next week, and I think we're going to do well coming next week's game.
First, talk about the goal. Obviously, a great play. Tell me about the goal.
Our defense did well to keep it in. They punched the ball out. We put it back in. I was fortunate enough to get the ball in a dangerous area. Looked like he was playing. Pascal made a great run to get open, took a touch, and he did the rest. So I didn't do much in it.
Why don't you talk about the first time out? Obviously, first time out for his team, a lot of newcomers. Just your thoughts on everything from the first game.
I thought we created a lot of chances. We did some great ball movement. I thought we played very well together. First game was a lot of good chemistry. It's just unfortunate the result, but sometimes it happens. You get very unlucky.
Perfect. Thanks. Okay, Coach, why don't you talk about your first game here with FC Tampa Bay? Tell us your thoughts on your first one.
Happy it's out the way, Jeff. Delighted with the attitude of all the players from both sides. That applies to Tampa University as well. I felt they played in the right spirits. From our perspective, we've been back 4 days training before our first game, which is a little bit early. At the same time, I was very pleased with the input of the players and some of the passing that we had, particularly in the first half, and the opportunities we created. I was pretty pleased.
Talk about the goal for Pascal. Obviously, a really nicely done play. Talk about that.
Yeah, it was. We managed to pass it through the midfield throughout the game, and I believe it was Chad that managed to get the other side of his midfield player, manoeuvred the ball and slips a lovely weighted pass to Pascal on the inside left position, and Pascal showed great composure to take the ball and pass the keeper, which I thought, put it in the bottom left-hand corner. The keeper was having such a good evening that, he looked invincible at times.
Now, obviously, first preseason game, still a lot to go. What are some things now as you move on to the next preseason game next week you want to work on, and what's important as you continue on to the regular season?
I guess fitness is an issue that, preseason is about fitness. I believe a couple of the boys today may have felt a little bit tired because we have worked quite long during the week and, quite hard during the week too. So, this game is all about match practice. Certain players had 45 minutes, certain players had 65 minutes, a couple had 90 minutes. I didn't intend anyone to have 90 minutes, but so circumstances dictated. So I'm delighted with that. We're going to keep building on the foundation that we've laid last week, and hopefully next weekend we have our second game. By then we can be a step further in our conditioning.